as we all emerged from the wagons, from the carloads, all the belongings that we have had was thrown out. Canada was moving the belonging, and in between they were whispering to us little slogans. You never get out of here except for the chimney, which we did not understand totally, but it was ominous. We had to line up women on one side, men on another, and doctor, including Dr. Mengele, was selecting who is going to live and who is going to die. But of course, we didn't know when we lined up until we begin to see that the older and more crippled people were going to the left, and more people with a certain amount of musculature and not totally emaciated would go to the right. The same thing was for the women. The women had a more difficult in undressing to the half because of the natural feminine protection of the private body, including breasts. And if they did not really take the shirts, they were whipped with horse whips on the breast.
Terrible.
By appointed SS people that forced them to undress halfway. The doctors would examine us halfway. I happened to wind up at Dr. Mengele's line. I didn't know his name at that point, but somebody whispered the angel of death. That's how they called him. And knowing that the Germans were dealing better with the military posture, I took my chest out, I stood at attention, and I almost wanted to salute, but I didn't because it was stupid. But there I stood, and of course I was already somewhat thin, but not completely emaciated. He looked me over, he poked me around, he says, go to the right. So I went to the right. About that time, a woman, which was a little girl that was selected from the woman to the left, together with grandfather, tried to get away from the group from the left to join the mother that was selected to the right.
To the life.
And they would, to the life. And the SS would stop the little girl. So the mother, out of her horrible fear for the young girl, ran toward the girl, trying to, I'm not sure, stop her or maybe join her. But in the midst of all this tragic moment, one of the SS shot both of them, bayoneted the girl and shot the mother.
So they bayoneted the child?
Yes.
The little girl,
yes.
And then they shot the mother?
The girl couldn't be more than 5 years old.
Huh.
Yeah. And I still remember how she was dressed. Up to this day, she had a red coat. So in my memory, she was a little girl in a red coat.